diabetes, bro. Fucking visit to clean off.
Diabetes, bro. You skinny as shit. You stupid, buddy.
Bro, you on crack, bro.
You stupid as shit. Just a little bit. Just a line a day.
Just a little bit. Just a tad bit.
Yo, Lopez, it's a meeting. Station, please, bro.
Cool. Copy that. Tempo.
Yo, quickly, can you get off the table, buddy? I just cleaned these yesterday, bro.
Clean that with Mr. looking like Mr. Clean. That's why he cleaned them, bro.
That's why I clean these bitches, buddy.
Hey man, I was sitting in the back of the class.
It says at the bottom, suggest who the best one is. I'm gonna say Mr. Uma.
I miss Billy, man.
I don't know how to do it myself, bro.
Sorted.
Come over here. Come over here.
Are we gonna get a roll call?
I know you love it. Don't lie to us.
Roll call.
I wanna be next to my favorite.
Hey man, how y'all doing today? How's everybody doing? Everybody can hear me. Everybody can hear me. How we all doing?
Yeah.
What's the word?
Don't try.
Okay. So we just having this little meeting. We still got a couple people pulling up right now, but you know what I'm saying? We just gonna have this little meeting, make sure everybody on the same page.
Oh shit! Right
make
on,
sure
right on, right
everybody
on, Queen.
understands what the task at hand is, and you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna give y'all the opportunity to ask some questions, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that everybody really on the same page. If y'all got anything that needs clearing up, we can get that cleared up. Okay, let's just wait on these. So how y'all feeling though? Anybody got anything they want to bring up first and foremost?
Evening, Cap. Evening.
You smell.
Everyone.
That I know of.
I smell
Not
damn
that I
good. I
know
know
of.
that. Yes, sir.
Not that I know.
Okay.
I just know the twins do it the best. Real shit.
Gonna be here, buddy.
What is that?
Is Buckley gonna be here?
I don't know where he is. He might
I
be
don't know.
asleep.
I don't know
You know
what this. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what this
you
meeting
know
is about. Nigga just flew in.
Listen, so
We deep to the
in today's
motherfucker
meeting, we're gonna
tonight
go over
though.
a few things. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go
Uh-oh.
over like what y'all should be doing as a police officer. We're gonna be going over, you know what I'm saying, like uniform policy, loadout, radio, 1080s, including pitting and the difference between pitting and ramming. Pursuits, you know, firearms, that's gonna be 1013s and discharging your firearm. We're gonna be going over things like boosting calls, you know what I'm saying, impounding vehicles, and just how you conduct yourself while you're on duty and off duty.
Oh, nigga, I'm about to go smoke.
So, as a police officer, y'all gotta do things, you know what I'm saying? Gotta deal with everything, not just shootouts, not just chases. You gotta deal with
nigga. Hey, it's nigga.
like reports from the
PD
public
is
when they got
up.
something going on. They want to make a little police report. They got somebody, you know, harassing them, talking they shit, beating them, whatever. Gotta deal with that properly. Gotta resolve disputes. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You see a major crash happen. pull
Tight
up,
shit,
make sure
tight
everybody
shit.
good. Make sure they don't need no, you know what I'm saying? They don't
Tight
need
shit, tight
EMS,
shit.
everything like that. You supposed to be investigating crimes, especially all you Miami Vice looking motherfuckers.
Right.
Y'all supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, turning up the scenes, collecting evidence, building cases, not just turning up, bow, 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 throwing niggas in cuffs and disappearing. Enforcing traffic laws, pulling niggas over for speeding and shit. You see a car that's got no doors on, looking beat the fuck up, pull them over, tell them go get that shit fixed. You see them driving like that again, you gonna give them a ticket type shit. Okay, so everything that you do as well, like all kind of scenes you attend, you should be doing paperwork on them. Anytime you be like, not anytime, but like anytime you process somebody, there needs to be good paperwork with it. We don't want to be seeing.
Nigga, we
a lot of
deep
y'all have
as
improved on the
fuck.
paperwork recently since we've been like, you know what I'm saying. We did the MDT reviews thing and stuff like that, but like, you know what I'm saying. We need to have decent information in them. They don't gotta be too long. When they too long, you know what I'm saying. It's just too long. They need to be a good size, not too long, but not too short. Enough information that you can understand what happened, but not too much where you're gonna be reading it for 10 years. So just make sure that you're remembering to do that. I know that obviously a lot of y'all be doing the thing where you just do the quick name, title, whatever, and then like a letter in the thing, and you work out the charges. Make sure you're going back to them. You know what I'm saying? So uniforms, all right. Everybody got to be uniform. You feel me? Nobody got to be wearing no different shit. Like if you a solo cadet, you gotta look like a solo cadet. If you a senior officer, you gotta look like a senior officer. You know what I'm saying? And even when you're on duty, that doesn't mean that you ain't police no more. If you're not on duty, you still gotta not act like police, but don't be doing no stupid shit, stabbing niggas, shooting niggas, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
Just be a civilian, bro. Because if you get caught doing some stupid shit, how do I tell you your job's gonna be gone?
You ain't gotta tell us.
So with your equipment, obviously it's in the emails. Y'all should only, if you're only a cadet, you know what I'm saying, you should only have a taser and whatnot, no guns. If you're an officer, you should only have 165 9mm or .45s. You know what I'm saying? No more than that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 150 for the .45s. And then for the carbine rifle, if you got access to that, you should have no more than 300 rounds for that. All right.
Copy
Now,
that.
the most important part we're going to get to is radio usage, because a lot of y'all be slacking on that. Communication is terrible in the department right now. When people are doing radio comms and they ain't hearing nothing back, it's demotivating to keep doing the comms. Then they end up dying and nobody has a fucking clue how they died or what happened. So when you getting into something, do the comms. Let everybody know what you're getting into. If you're in a chase, make sure everybody knows. If there's something else going on, try get on a different radio. We got 10 different radios that we can use that are encrypted channels. It's a little tough for the driver to switch over, but if, for example, there's a chase going on and y'all getting into a chase and there's 4 units on this chase, you're gonna need to have comms with those other 4 units. If the passenger for all of those cars can switch radios, whatever, when the drivers get the chance, if they 1050, whatever, they can quickly switch radios too. It can just make things a lot more efficient, and everybody's going, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
the radio's gonna be less cluttered. You're gonna be able to communicate. You're gonna be able to say, okay, gonna go for the pick, gonna go for the box, 1050s, the 1050s, 1070s, whatever. So just make use of that if you can, but for the most part, just make sure that
I
you giving
flew in
comms.
just like,
There
because I didn't even
shouldn't
know
be
it was
time
gonna
where
be
the
no
radio
meeting.
is just
So
completely silent, but people are attending calls. If you're attending a call, 1 Alpha 2, 1097 to the latest, and then when you get there, 1 Alpha 2 going to be 1023. Looks like it's going to be code 4. Okay. 1 Alpha 2 going to be 1023. I can see 3 males going to be wearing Okay. You know, just give a brief description, whatever, quickly whilst you're getting on to whatever. If you detain them, let us know you got it detained. If it's code 4, it's code 4. Just let us know. Because like I said, communication is key. If you all ain't communicating, it's just going to be a mess.
Yes, sir.
Copy that, Cap.
So when we on the radio,
Assistant
like
Chief.
when you first get on the radio, you know what I'm saying, just have a listen, try and understand what's going on, make sure that you ain't just gonna be like getting into the middle of something.
Yeah, that's not.
If there's something big going on, like for example a bank robbery, like the priority comms, so you don't need to be cluttering the comms with a 1070 for because he didn't want to take his mask off, right? So just make sure that you know when to be giving comms. Like I know I'm saying give comms for everything, but like, you know what I'm saying, when there's a gap in the radio, just let them know, okay, I'm gonna be in this 1070. Okay. You don't need to be, whilst they talking about what they planning on doing or whatever they doing for the bank job, you don't gotta be like, oh, I'm on this 1070. Wait for a gap. Oh, I'm gonna be in a 1070. Nearest post is gonna be Grove. If I can get any additionals, I'd appreciate that. And then just, you know what I'm saying, let them continue with their thing. So regarding like scenes like bank robberies, any type of armed robbery, anything involving a hostage, stuff like that, it needs one person to be lead. That's it. We don't need to have the whole force trying to pull up and take charge. So there needs to be one person. So that would be the first person on scene until they're relieved by somebody that's obviously going to be higher than them. So if you're first on scene, you're gonna assume command. You're gonna talk to them about hostages, negotiations, whatever. And then when a higher up attends, if they feel like you're doing a good enough job, whatever, they can leave you to it. If they feel like, you know what I'm saying, they'd be more comfortable with them doing it or somebody else, then you'll be relieved from that position. But just make sure that you know what I'm saying, you're playing your part, you're playing your position. If you're pulling up and you ain't first on scene, and it's like, for example, with a bank job, make sure that we got the perimeter, like, you know what I'm saying, secured. Nobody's going to be able to come drive by. Nobody's going to be able to get involved. Everything, make sure everything's, you know what I'm saying, proper. And use the radio, bruh. If somebody's asking for 32s and you can't attend, let them know that you're doing something. If somebody's asking for 32s and you can attend, let them know that you're going to be on the way. Whatever the situation is, just let them know.
Copy that.
When you're on the radio, you know what I'm saying, you want to be using your call sign and then whatever. Obviously, it's not too like strict with it, but like make sure that y'all be doing 1 Alpha 2, 2 Bravo, whatever your call sign is, Romeo, whatever, and then whatever your 10 codes need to be. You know what I'm saying?
10-4.
Copy that, boss.
With the MDTs and shit, so y'all need to be updating mugshots too. So if, for example, you go on their profile, their mugshot looks exactly like how they look in live, all right, fair enough. It don't need to update it. But if they've got a complete different fit on, they've changed their hair, they got
Right on, Queen. Thank you. I changed it on there. I don't know.
You could
I didn't
also
know that. I
take
didn't
the
know they
old
didn't.
link for the
they
old
didn't update it.
mugshot, put that in like the
see.
notes and say this is the old mugshot, and then have the new
Yeah,
one.
that's weird. Thank
in
you,
there
though. I
type
appreciate
shit, feel
that.
me?
Good looking out.
So then we got like a history of their mugshots
Actually,
in there too.
you know what?
But yeah, make sure that you're updating their mugshots and stuff like that. Because a lot of the times there's people that have been caught doing crimes, like they repeat offenders and they still got no mugshots, and it don't make sense because they got 5 different pictures in arrest processing. So I would say when it comes to charges and stuff like that, make sure you're trying to be as consistent as possible when with it, because people gonna cry, say, oh, they got 200, but I'm getting 500. Like, you know what I'm saying? So with car boosting, if they get caught car boosting, you can hit them with obviously car boosting, grand theft, whatever, but reckless drive. Make sure you hit them with the driving charges though, most importantly. So it's gonna be car boosting and the driving charges, if anything. Because they ain't just car boosting, they driving dangerously and shit too. Remember that. Make sure that you're offering bail.
You know what I mean?
because,
While
know
you
what I'm
at
saying,
it,
we need
you
the
know what I
money
mean? I
on.
might as well.
If we won't get
Excuse
better
me, I might
things,
as well. You know what I
We
mean?
gotta get that society money up. So refusing bail because they being a little disrespectful don't really make sense if their bail is gonna be 200K. You turning down upgrades and stuff like that for the sake of pride. Promotions and shit, they gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Me and the big chief over there, we in the city a lot. We really here, we really making sure, you know what I'm saying, everybody doing what they need to be doing. And when we see y'all doing what y'all need to be doing and even exceeding our expectations, y'all will be
This
rewarded
nigga in
for
here
it.
waving his gun
But
around.
at the same time, if y'all are not
These
doing what
niggas
you're
is
supposed to be
goofy.
doing and doing stupid shit, you're gonna get demoted or potentially fired just as fast. So just be wary.
Hey,
And every
hey,
promotion comes with a new set of responsibilities.
niggas bet not tonight.
So
Not tonight.
when you know what I'm saying, when
The
you get a
streets
little,
bet not act up tonight.
little more
Nigga,
XP
we on
in the
everything.
LSPD, you're gonna have more things to do. And if you don't do those things, you may end up going back down a little bit.
We on their ass tonight.
Don't
Pause.
ask for no promotions. Don't ask about promotion, progress, anything like that, because you're just gonna get put
Oh,
on. You
shit.
feel me? You're gonna get put on a little time
Right
out.
on,
You might
right
have to
on.
wait a little longer.
Oh, you know what I mean? You be having the nigga back, man. I appreciate that.
So we also have the, you know what I'm saying, the department heads, executives, they got the authority to demote or terminate anybody at any time, given their performance, attendance, conduct, communication, and or coordination. And if any of the above policies, you know what I'm saying, like any of the SOPs, anything like that, ain't followed, then you may also receive disciplinary action, including but not limited to
Oh,
termination
no.
or
Cancel.
demotion.
Fuck. Just wasted it.
So comes with levels of force. So make sure that we ain't always just gotta be
sucks.
tasing. Make sure you're giving people a chance type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? If when they getting out the car, it ain't gotta be tasing them straight away. Try running up to them, getting close and tackling them. We got tackles now, but I very rarely see anybody tackling nobody. It's always just straight to the, you know what I'm saying, taser. So if they got nothing in their hands, they just trying to get a little run on. Give them a little run on, but if that run on starts getting a little long, you can't catch up, then yeah, maybe get a little taser out. They start reaching, you know what I'm saying, depending on what they reaching for, react to.
What you mean what they
gun,
reaching
you know
for?
what
They
I'm saying?
reach,
Get yours
nigga.
out.
I'm
Bow, bow. They reaching for a little bat, little knife, get your taser out, you know
comply or die.
Gotta be lethal. They
Comply
mad
or
close
die.
and they got a knife, I don't blame you for getting your little But if they reaching from a distance, give them an opportunity to not die.
Draw down on us? Give an opportunity to draw down on us. Remember I tackled that into a moving car. Hey, I did see that. That shit was funny as fuck.
1013. All y'all want to pull up to 1013s and act like Power Rangers or something.
I've been guilty of
I
that.
don't know, bro. Like, pull up to the 1013s, understand what's going on. Wait for, if it's a gang shootout, wait for the gangs to finish shooting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get intel, find out who's shooting, who's doing what, figure out what's going on, and
we
then
don't get that.
once
We
they
don't
done
get
finish
that time,
shooting,
my boy.
when they, you know what I'm saying, trying to get on out of there, go for the tasers, go for the, you know what I'm saying? Get involved then. Wait till they all start leaving, chase the cars. You know what I'm saying? Detectives, Miami Vice, y'all do what y'all gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Pull out that flashlight and get to work. All y'all in the uniforms type shit, big LSPD, you know what I'm saying? Big, you know what I'm saying? No division type shit. Y'all really gotta get on those chases.
Type
Bring these
shit.
niggas to justice.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to see nobody shooting on nobody unless, you know what I'm saying, you get aimed at and or you get shot at, you know what I'm saying? If they're in the middle of a big shootout and you still behind somebody,
Oh my gosh. Wake up, nigga, wake up. Hey, yo.
Hey, Diego went to sleep.
I'm CPR certified.
That nigga told him, wake up, wake up.
Hey, you didn't better put that flashlight away if I kill someone else.
I don't know why you had the flashlight out, bro.
You can ignore that panic.
See what I'm talking about? These
yeah,
niggas,
so
man.
when shots fired, bro, like if you stood behind somebody and they getting shot at, you can't just start shooting niggas now and say you got shot at because you put yourself in a stupid situation, a stupid position. Pull up somewhere where you ain't gonna be in the crossfire, you ain't gonna be mistaken shots fired for, and observe, figure out what's going on, who's who, what gang's shooting, who, you know what I'm saying? Build a little case on it whilst you're there, whilst you're figuring out, and then when everybody on one side's dead or everybody on one side starts running, you can start swooping in on the winners. You feel me?
Okay.
So reasonable suspicion and shit. So it's like if you have reasonable reasonable suspicion, if you can have that if you consider to have reasonable belief that a crime's been committed, right? So if you believe that somebody's just committed a crime, obviously don't be OD with it. Like if it's like they running away from a dead body and there's nobody else around, that's gonna give you reasonable suspicion, right? But don't just go straight in trying to search them. Have a conversation with them, figure out what's going on. If they shit makes sense, then it makes sense. If it's not making sense, then you know what I'm saying, you can go for a little frisk search type shit. Ask them if they want to do a little frisk search, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got the right to do that because of that. When you frisking, make sure that you putting that shit above your head, you know what I'm saying? Like gives a little pat down, frisk, search, mail, whatever. And when you're doing it, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can only look at what's like there, plain sight. You can't look around, move your shit type shit. And it's only things that are gonna be big, bulky that you feel in an actual like pat down. If it's just something small like drugs, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just let that shit slide. You ain't always gotta be that W cop. We ain't always gotta be winners. We ain't always gotta, you know what I'm saying? When we responding to 1099s, radio, communication.
This nigga over here, I swear he look like
make sure that
Ice-T and Juice. I mean, New Jack City.
Too. Check the GPS because it's like if there's already fucking 10 officers on the 1099, you may not be needed. It may just be he may have got run over, and now there's 10 officers on that scene. 5 officers have dropped somebody that they was dealing with to go there.
Yo, what's up with you?
They don't even need to. So get on radio, try and establish.
What's the word, man?
If you're even needed to attend, and if you are needed to attend,
right on for pulling up on me.
Depending on if you got somebody that's just killed seven people in custody, process them. If you got somebody that's just,
I mean, hella deep, bro. This shit about to be funny as fuck tonight. I don't think we've been this deep ever.
1099. Make sure that you're on the radio listening to, you know what I'm saying, how many people are already going, what's going on over there.
I haven't been in the city. Man, it's been like 6 days since I've been in the city. And I don't know half of these motherfuckers.
If it's a shootout, whatever, like make sure that you communicating with everybody else that's also attending so that y'all ain't just all gonna go in the same way.
D Jones. Okay, Queen, I think I see yo
strategically,
you know
different
what I mean?
angles. Pull up, try to observe,
he in here.
see who's doing what, where the suspects are. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta go straight into the
Ooh, I
1099
feel
and
that.
get turned into a
I could
1099
use one
yourself.
right now too.
That don't make sense.
I'm slacking.
10-4.
Traffic stops. So on traffic stops,
I do got some
like,
loud though. You know what I mean?
we ain't just gotta be pulling.
Do
Like,
got
if
some
somebody's
loud
doing a
though.
traffic stop, you ain't gotta pull in and box them in on every single traffic stop. Like, that's just, yeah. Like, give them a little chance to run at least. Like, if you gonna be an additional on a traffic stop, pull up behind the primary unit so that you're ready for the pursuit. You maintain your position as secondary.
Like, this nigga got Bill
You know what I'm
Lago,
saying? You
nigga?
just pull up, wait there. If the primary
nigga
gets
got
out the
Bill
car,
Lago,
they
nigga.
take
I'm
off. You can
done.
shoot in primary. Then they can get back in our car. You know what I'm saying? Back to secondary type shit. The secondary unit
With
shouldn't
the
be
Bill
going in front of the
Lago,
vehicle that's been
wait.
stopped. You feel me?
These
Unless
niggas
it's
is
necessary,
crazy.
like you know they armed dangerous, or you know that they about to take off because you already tried to pull them over and they took off or whatever, right?
Copy that.
When you pulling up to them, like, you don't gotta be bumper to bumper. Don't be like a mad distance, because if they do take off, you're gonna have to run 5 miles to your car. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Leave a little gap right there, so if somebody bumps your car, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you got room to move around the vehicle, you got room to see the plate and shit. Okay, so pitting. So pit shouldn't be the first thing that you think about when you hear about the pursuit on the radio. The first question you should be asking should not be, is pit authorized? It should be something like, how long we've been chasing? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are we chasing them for?
It's 2 minutes.
Stuff like that. Not pit authorized, cause that shit's dead. You coming into the pit just to pit and go. Like, you feel me? Understand what's going on in the situation. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, because some of these niggas do be doing that.
If you
I ain't
for
even
getting
gonna lie.
involved in a 1080, so the primary unit's gonna be giving comms, you gonna get involved. Now you take comms. Let them focus on driving. Let them lock in. You feel me? And then if you joining in this third, you just chill, lay off, lay back. Let those two apply the pressure. You just chill, wait for those two to fuck up and just drive on past them. When you driving past them, just let them know, hey, I'm gonna be taking primary now. Simple. If you 4th, 5th, think about it. Am I really needed here? Do they really need 4 or 5 units on this? And if you come back to the conclusion, nah, then break off. Go find something else. I understand there might not be much going on, but
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You ain't
exactly.
gotta be
Exactly.
15
But some of
cars
them,
deep on a shitty little car that does 90 miles an hour.
some of them, no, they just be
On
like,
a
you know what I mean,
downhill.
pull up, do the pit, and then like bounce.
So
But it's like I don't really be tripping when they do that,
when it
because
comes
I
down to
know it's
pits,
been in like the slower
make sure
vehicle,
that
so
you're
it'd be
getting them
like, nigga, if you
authorized.
got
You're
instant,
calling
if
out
you
on
want some
radio,
shit quick
making
enough
sure
to reach them and pit them,
you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're giving pursuit comms, so whoever's about to authorize the pit can understand what's going on in the pursuit. They can understand conditions, manner of driving, speeds, all of those things, direction of travel, and like the location. Then when you ask for pit, is pit authorized? They can then determine, okay, pit's gonna be authorized, speeds under 80, speeds under 100. If you feel like they need to come to an immediate conclusion and you need to pit above the authorized speeds, then you may request for authorization for speeds of, for example, 120. Whether or not that gets accepted or denied, that's up to whoever's supervising. But any type of authorization or any type of pits that, you know what I'm saying, are just ridiculous, yeah, you will be disciplined for it, because there's a fine line between pits and rams, and it ain't even that fine. For pits, you should be going for the rear quarter, trying to spin the vehicle out. Ramming these niggas, like T-boning them, hitting them dead on from the back, all of that shit's dead. Like, if you get took there for that, bro, and you end up sweeping, that's on you, for real. You should never be pitting into oncoming traffic. You should never be doing no unrealistic type pits, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna pit a nigga that's gonna go flying off the edge of a mountain. That don't, come on. You shouldn't be overtaking primary units. They are the primary units. If you are gonna be overtaking them, make sure that they understand you're gonna be overtaking them. For example, if the primary unit's gonna be a Crown Vic and you in a Buffalo, you in an SUV, let them know, hey, primary, I'm gonna be taking over. But most of the time, they probably gonna say, hey, SUV, you can take primary anyway. But don't be just overtaken with no comms. Make sure everything's communicated.
Nigga, as soon as this meeting over, niggas
Don't
will be right
shoot
back
the
in their
tires
patrol cars talking
of a
about
fleeing
PDK.
vehicle unless absolutely necessary. Like, if they've been shooting at y'all or, you know what I'm saying, something like that, they done, like, hit one of y'all, then yeah, okay. If they ain't done anything OD, you ain't gotta really be shooting tires. Like, for a traffic stop where they taking off, no need to shoot the tires, bro. And when you in 1080s, leave space, because we already know that not in my eyes is annoying as fuck.
This nigga with the pause.
All right, so boxing in, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to boxing in, if you're going in hot, it's gonna be another situation where it's like, not in my eyes, you stopped in time, but in everybody else's, you ram the shit out of them. Now you fucked up the whole box. When it comes to the box, just move in slow, get them boxed in nice and good, and you know what I'm saying? Try not to get straight out the car in case they ram it. You gonna get knocked over and shit, and everything gonna start going to shit. Make sure they boxed in nice and good. Let the passenger get out, or something like that. You feel me? Let them go for the tase if necessary.
Type shit.
Spike
Type
strips
shit.
should also be authorized, just like pits. If you're gonna be going to use spike strips,
She,
you know what I'm saying? Get it authorized.
how long ago was it? I think she stepped down.
You know what I'm saying? Then go try and formulate a
I think
plan
that shit
for
was
it.
maybe like 3 weeks
laying
ago
down
now.
spike strips anywhere, like anytime with no authorization. And also, when you laying them down, let everybody on radio know.
I'm not sure why though. I think because I was only,
like,
I think I had only
whereabouts
been
they
in
are.
maybe like 4 or
Make
5 days.
some type of,
and then
if you gonna stand next
and then
to
right
them,
after
let them
that,
know,
like,
like,
she stepped
this where I'm
down.
stood, going opposite lanes of travel,
This
whatever. You can go on the dirt path just to the side of me, you know what I'm saying? Let them know so that they ain't gonna get spiked too. Hostages, you know what I'm saying? So it's like with them, make sure that you making sure they good.
Yeah, I think I was here. I think I was maybe hearing that too.
Demands for them, you know what I'm saying? A reasonable demand, free passage to vehicle, no spike strips, additional time to pit, like, you know what I'm saying? Something that's not gonna be reasonable is like guns, ammo. You can't give anything like that from PD Armory, especially. You will get yourself put on a nice little flight out of here. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, they can't say they need something to complete it type shit. You know, you can't be giving them anything for that type shit. Nothing that sounds crazy. When they saying give us a 30-second head start, no. Like, that's not reasonable.
Really ain't though. And they be hollering that shit all the time.
So, any of y'all got any questions?
I had one way earlier, but I forget what I was gonna say.
You know what I mean?
Anybody else got anything they want?
Right, they do. Like them, their cars they be having be pushing too.
Boss, I got a question.
Like we gotta use, they gotta use NOS in their cars.
I just wanted to ask on the
NOS
SUVs, actually stepping into one and using it. They're a pretty good vehicle, but I do believe like having armor fitted or attached to them or some kind of armor would help. I do feel like my vehicle's breaking down a lot, and I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, Stone, gotta hate.
I mean, I think the SUVs, when I was driving, I never had no problems. I mean, it sounds like a skill issue to me, man.
Honestly, me personally, I think SUVs are a brilliant car, but I think a few hits and.
How are you, Cadet? How are you driving an SUV, buddy?
Respectfully, man, respectfully,
On a ride along.
SUV help me with bumper cars all the time, man. I can't even lie to you.
I don't got no problems with them.
Hey, this detective.
When you're in a high speed chase and you know you're the only one there and your car takes a battering, you know what I'm trying to say, from the criminal ramming into you and other suspects ramming into you. I do feel like you know a bit of armor attached to the SUV would be a perfect dream car. But that's only my opinion. You know, everyone is entitled to their own.
I'll take it into consideration, you know what I'm saying? I'll talk to Mr. Chief right here on my left, you know what I'm saying? We can do some tests and whatnot. He said maybe some more armor on the Jeep. He said break down a little easy.
Right on, Unique. Right on, I got you.
We can look into that for sure, you know what I'm saying?
Copy that.
Yeah. So anybody else? Any other concerns, questions?
Yo, bro, can we talk about the impounding? Cause like I'm tired of people coming in the
Oh yeah, that's what
station
I was
talking
supposed to
about
go
get my
over.
cars out, all this and this. I'm done with that shit, bro.
Yeah, so y'all gotta start with the OD impounding. So impounding cars like 50K, 60K, 70K on the impound is yeah, it's wild, bro. Especially for illegal parking at the mall. Like do like 5, 10, 15K maximum type shit.
Damn, somebody
And,
put 50
you know
or
what I'm saying?
60K
Like,
on the impound.
and then if they
These
gonna
niggas
come
is
down
dirty.
here and talk about get my car out, like if you put they shit in for a couple hours or something, and they come down here talking about get my car out, then yeah, put a little tax on that. Hit them with a little invoice. You know what I'm saying? Get the society a little money on. Tell them 30, 40K something. You know what I'm saying? They gotta take time out your day. Otherwise, they're gonna have to wait. But don't be impounding vehicles forever. You know what I'm saying? Don't be impounding them forever. Just set them up for an hour, 2 hours, depending on the time or the crime, whatever. And make sure that the price is reasonable because, yeah, I don't want to have to go down to the impound to get no cars out that have been impounded for 500K.
Yeah, unless they have like, unless their car was impounded from like a serious crime, like a murder scene or like a crime scene or something. There's no reason.
Yeah, like parking at the mall, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I'll check that off, like where they have to get their car picked up by an officer, is if I want to apprehend the suspect. You know what I'm saying? And if I do want to do that, I'll leave a note on the impound, wanted for burglary, wanted for murder. You know what I'm saying? So that way, if he does try to come in and take it out the impound, as soon as I go to the impound and I see that, he's going in cuffs rather than getting his car.
So when y'all be doing this shit for like permanent impounds and there's no notes on there, it's like what the fuck? So when you impounding cars, make sure you put in a note in for exactly what they done, why you impounding a car, and if the car's also been involved in a crime scene, add that to the MDT, add the vehicle to the MDT, and note that it has been impounded. Because then next time it's involved in a scene, you can know it's been impounded. You can impound it for a little longer this time. Maybe you can add another 5K on top, and it's gonna make sense because it's repeatedly being impounded for these offenses, right? But if we've got no background on it, no type of way to know it's being impounded before for this type of shit, and it's just being OD impounded, it looks bad on us, bruh. Yeah, so that's like this impound. Make sure y'all be, you know what I'm saying, y'all ain't being OD with it, bro, because when shit gets changed and all of a sudden we can't choose certain things no more, you feel me? Shit ain't gonna be too nice. The society money is gonna go up slower. Okay, anybody else got anything, any other concerns?
Yeah, I want to say something real quick. So when y'all sending people up, like when y'all processing people, make sure y'all check if they got a warrant. Because we've been sending up a lot of people that.
And when you doing warrants, make sure you serving them too. Make sure you editing the so when you get a warrant, when it's on the dashboard, right? It's got the ID on the ID 2178, for example. If Linda Smith is she's caught or he's caught, you know, I don't want to assume no one's gender. If they get caught, change that from warrant to warrant served, just like the bottom one, Day Hill, not the bottom one, but the one underneath, like that one. So it would go from Linda Smith warrant to warrant served, and then edit the actual report to say how you came about detaining them and that they actually got sent up type shit, right? That way nobody's gonna be getting sent up 3-4 times for the same warrant on some stupid shit.
Just to hold on, not to interrupt you, but just something I saw earlier. Also, don't just issue warrants immediately through the MDT just because something happens in city, like, oh, he got away, I'm gonna issue a warrant, boom. No. I saw that earlier, and it's in the MDT reviews. You know who you are. Just make sure, and just for everyone, just so it doesn't happen, make sure you go through the process to get a warrant issued. You have to collect
And that's
evidence.
the same thing for the bolos
fill
too.
out the template in the emails, and you have to post it. And then once you do that, we present it to the judge, and then the judge brings back the stamp, the warrant. You know, so it's just
Don't think you got a little loophole with the bolos trying to put a bolo out because they got low on you, and you know you ain't got you ain't got the thing for the warrant, or you can't be bothered with a warrant. You just gonna slip a little bolo out there. No, that's what we're not gonna do. If they got low, you gonna get a warrant issued through the judge with a stamp on it.
A couple things I'm just gonna run through with y'all real quick. Stop driving the wrong vehicle. If it's not for your rank, don't drive it. Lots of people are doing it. Lots of people are catching strikes and whatnot, being talked to for it. it's kind of silly. I even went out the way to get the tourists just for the officers at the officer rank to have something so they don't have to wait all the way to senior officer, which is the next rank. You know what I mean? So just drive the car you're supposed to drive, because if we see you in the car that you're not supposed to be in, it's to the point we're not even gonna say nothing to you. You're just gonna see a strike in the emails. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like we've give that many warnings about it. Like
Yeah.
I've give like 3-4 warnings in the emails personally. I've warned everybody that I've seen in cars numerous times before even giving them strikes.
Like there's no reason I should pull up to a scene and there's a officer there at the officer ring and he's in the exact same car as me. Like there's just no reason. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
just make sure y'all follow the vehicle structure. It's there for a reason. If everybody in the city's driving Chargers that go 150, 160 plus and not, you know what I'm saying, the slower cars too, because they're slower for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Everything is structured out the way it is for a reason. There's tiers to things. So just make sure y'all are following those. Since I'm talking about driving, 1080s, high speed chases.
Yo, AD, right on for the
it's a lot
follow,
of
man. I
ramming.
appreciate that.
It's a lot of ramming. It's bad. I see it every day. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and it's not like y'all will say y'all doing pits and whatnot. Y'all pits.
Yeah, I already told them if they get
I
took there
heard,
for some of
yeah.
the stupid shit, bro. It's
I'm
on
being
them.
honest. Yeah, y'all pits are terrible. I don't know how else to put it. That's just what it is. It's just be cautious when you do it. Don't like Stone mentioned already. Don't ram the back of the car. Don't ram the car from the side and you're coming from a whole nother direction just to make it spin out and fly to the moon. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do that. And
Make shit make sense.
yeah, make it make sense. If you're chasing a car that's slow and you're barely like applying gas to the car, like there's no reason you should be trying to pit it immediately. Like just give him the chase, let it play out. You know what I'm
let it
saying?
play out a little
Obviously,
bit.
it's
If you
not
start
gonna be
running
good
low
for
on gas and you
Yeah,
ain't getting
like
32s, or they start like really pulling tricks out the bag, they hitting some jumps, they going through some crazy little, you feel me? Then yeah,
Exactly.
they start driving all
Exactly.
kinds of dangerous, then yeah, hit them with a little
Hold on a
but
second. I see your
there's
hand
no
raised. Give me
need.
1 second. Let me say this last thing and I got you. I see your hand raised. One more thing. If you're chasing a car and you're doing everything right, you give them a good chase, and all of a sudden another car comes out of nowhere and starts ramming you, don't start
Like
making bad
always.
decisions. Don't do that.
Just
You
get they lucky.
continue what you're doing, you get the lucky, and you do what you got to do with that information. Does that make sense?
Because if we keep just
10-4.
letting them do that shit, they gonna keep doing that shit.
Exactly.
If they start, you know what I'm saying, they start sweeping for that shit, they gonna
Because I
stop
hear
doing that
all the
shit.
time, but they all they do is ram us, and I say, do you do what you need to do with that information? You know what I'm saying? Do you take it to the building? No. Okay then. Why would they
That's
stop?
why.
They have no reason to stop. Just because you told them to stop? No. They think it's okay, but when you show them it's not okay, then they're gonna stop doing it.
The same way with when niggas see in the hospital, seeing the light after bang on a minute. When niggas is doing that, don't be going to the hospital on some petty shit. Because if they take you there now and you get pulled down there, and, yeah, well
Right.
they did that. Well, so that make two wrong don't make it right.
Another thing I want to tell y'all, because I'm just gonna run through stuff real quick. Don't pass anything you shouldn't pass to other people in the city. I'm talking about giving away evidence, PD equipment, things like that. Even if you're passing it through a glove box or a trunk, you're gonna get caught and you're gonna lose your job and you're not gonna be in the city for a while, a very long time. So I'm just gonna put that out there. If you think you're getting away with it, you're not. You notice people drop every other day about that. I'm not gonna say anything about it. You notice those individuals aren't here anymore. Yeah, we see all of that. Also, while I'm on that subject, if you have another family member that's in a gang and you haven't said anything yet, there's gonna be consequences for that very soon. I suggest you speak up now.
Because I do see a couple of.
emails.
I definitely see
you know,
a
address
name
that,
that's
or
not on
there's
here.
just gonna be consequences. You know
That's
who you
not
are.
in here.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh wait, no,
when
I
you're
think
getting
that.
this
Yeah,
evidence
I think
for
he might.
warrants, try to get. You guys are doing a good job with your summaries, filling out the template and everything for the most part. Just to try to go that next step above, and it helps for like court cases, RICOs, things like that for the gang unit and CID. Try to get body cam too. Like there's dead people on the ground. There's bullet casings. You're walking around with your flashlight. Just save that body cam. You know what I mean? You just walking around a crime scene, blood everywhere with your flashlight out. That's great evidence. You know what I'm saying? It's better than words. If you're in a division, gang unit, CID, please act like it. Please act like it. Do gang unit and CID things. Get surveillance. Use your binoculars. Go watch gangs. Don't just get involved with the shootouts and whatnot when it's time to shoots. Go watch them. Just go sit on the roof with your binoculars and literally just go watch them. You know what I mean? You sitting there obtaining evidence like that is probably the most important thing you can do. They're gonna go to jail regardless. You know what I'm saying? We don't need y'all just sending them to jail and whatnot, not doing the little stuff, the fundamental things. Make sure you guys can do fun stuff too. I don't really see y'all doing that, like stings, try to set people up, things like that.
We got so much shit going on in the sky, and niggas putting their numbers in the sky, and we ain't doing nothing about it. You got people trying to sell guns, trying to sell drugs. Give them a call. You know what I'm saying? Pull up.
Anytime I see somebody selling something illegal in the sky, anytime I see somebody selling something illegal in the sky, and I'm bored and I got time or something like that, I'll tweet right back at them. Not on ain't on or nothing. It'll say Trey Suave. Oh, you got a SNS for sale? How much? They don't know I'm the police. They'll tell me. I'll be like, I bet. What's the location? I'll meet them there. You're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Just little things like that. Nobody does. And CID, GIU, that's something y'all can do. You know what I mean? Regular police officers, cadets don't go around doing that.
Not really don't go around doing that. But like GIU, CID, and GIU especially, but just because it says gang in your shit don't mean you gang members. Don't be pulling up to, you know what I'm saying, shootings. I still see your hand up, homie. My fault.
Before I go to the next thing, go ahead.
Alright, I had a question about the cadets driving. Okay, so what you were saying about the don't drive a vehicle if you're not supposed to be driving it. Alright, so if someone's with me, am I able to drive that vehicle?
If it's situational, like say you're with me and like we're patrolling or whatnot, and for some reason you're not with me anymore, but you have my car.
There's always going to be a gray area. Like, come
you're
on,
driving
man.
now. That's fine. You know what I mean? I'm talking about just
Don't
going out
be,
your way to
like-
buy your car and drive it on your own.
This motherfucker, they should have provided lunch in this bitch.
And don't be longing out the car too. Like if his head pops and you're with him or something, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna get a strike for driving back to the station. We don't expect you to walk back to the station, but just don't be attending a whole heap of calls and going to 1080s and you know what I'm saying, 1013s in the cars you ain't supposed to be.
Hold on a
Just
second. I
make
hear
your way
you,
back
but
to the
he's in the
station.
middle of talking, so just hold on. I'm sorry, Stone. Go ahead now, sir.
But yeah, just make sure that you're going back to the station at your earliest convenience and getting the right car out, just to prevent yourself getting in trouble or getting pulled up on talking about why you in that. You feel me?
What were you gonna say now?
I need to talk to you after the
Okay.
Okay. What's up, buddy? With your hand up.
I got a question. Is there gonna be a change to the cars when they flip over upside down?
Yeah, so that's being looked into.
Yeah, we working on that. Cars is getting worked on.
We speaking to the manufacturers type shit.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew that shit wasn't just mine. Flipping over all the goddamn time. Got me looking like a fucking
Another thing,
do-bag.
while we talking about cars and riding around in cars and stuff, if you're with a Ranger,
Because my shit was flipping hella much, though.
don't-
I ain't even gonna hold you.
I
do
act
what
like
they
them.
do. Don't act like them.
You ain't them.
Do what they do. Yeah, you're not them. Because when it's time for people to get in trouble,
They ain't gonna
don't
say,
get in
"Oh
trouble,
yeah."
they're not gonna save you. You know what I'm saying? If
Like,
you're in a
it-
situation and you don't feel okay, just turn around and leave. I don't care
If-
if you're mid shootout, mid sentence. If shit is getting weird and you know you should not be there or you want to leave, just turn around and leave.
If you feel like they wasn't there, you wouldn't be doing it. Don't fucking do it. It's open and shut just like that. Like whatever they gonna do, they gonna do. They a different division. They got their own little chief that's under Suave. You know what I'm saying? But like they got their own little chief and shit. So whatever they doing, they got their own different SOPs.
Their
They
SOPs
got their
is
own
completely different than ours.
They got different SOPs. They got different regulations surrounding
Yes,
them. They're
what you
allowed
see
to
them
do
send
random
people
stop
up for,
frisks. We
whatever
are not.
time they get, for whatever charges, you do not charge them the same charges. None of
Yeah.
that. If
If they
Rangers
wanna
tell
send
you to
someone up
do
for
something and
1500
you don't feel safe doing it, you say no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that.
You say my ACP and my chief told me, That's it.
Be respectful
Like,
about it. Don't just be like, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Be
don't
like,
don't
I
do that,
think
but
I
just be
should-
like,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You might want to go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Say, listen, that sounds like something that a ranger should be doing. Like my boss told me, stay away from that, respectfully. So yeah, just don't be acting like them. You ain't them. Like if you are them, you're them. Do whatever you know their SOPs. You know their penal code. You know how they operate. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, one more
if
thing
you
I
ain't
want to tell
them,
y'all. If y'all chasing these vehicle boosts, don't go to the location that they're gonna drop the car off and wait for them there, or just
unless they
miraculously
already
pop
been
out the
there, like
corner
on some weird shit.
5 seconds later and just happen to find them there. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not okay.
But yeah, just
Make
from
it
the
make
general
sense. You
direction,
know what I'm
bro.
saying? Because when it's time for me to look at your body cam and I see you just sitting there waiting, you know what I'm saying? That's your ass. Just know that. I saw that today. I'm just saying that now. I understand the mindset behind it. Trust, I get it, but don't do that. Are we clear on that one, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Copy
If
that.
you just happen to be kind of in the area where they going to deliver the car and you just happen to see them before they go deliver it, that's a different story.
Or you
If
driving in that direction because they was
Exactly.
going in that direct. Like if they taking you in that direction and then you lose eyes and you still going, like you can circle that area. And if you happen to see them, you happen to see them, but don't just go park opposite the fucking drop off location.
Exactly. Make it make sense. Because like I said, when it's time for us to look at them body cams, if it look crazy, we are not going to save you because we have warned you. And I understand the mindset behind it. Trust, I get it. I'm obviously just like y'all. I've been there, done that. Trust. Can't tell you how
And
many
with
times I
them-
waited for a nigga at the drop off location and called him right there.
Let them
That's
let
not
them
what we
like
doing.
get their scenes in, bro. Like with a boost, cool. It's got a tracker on it, cool. It's reported stolen. But let them talk. Like if they pull over straight away, don't just run up tasers. Like if they pulling over, let them get their story out. Let them make it make sense. And if it
Exactly.
makes sense, it's discretional. If it makes enough sense for you think, for sure, let them do their thing. If not, if they stuttering, they like fumbling their words, they just acting all nervous and shit, like then and it ain't making sense, then for sure you can proceed with, all right, you want to step out the vehicle for me, buddy, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that. But you ain't gotta be all so W cop from the win, from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Let them make it make sense. We got those niggas running around with a repo
I'll
shit
let
right
it play
now.
out a little bit.
Like,
I'll
we
be
finna make
letting
that
it
shit
play
make
out.
sense
Like,
when they
you know what I mean?
stop.
Like that shit just be kind of lame when you just hop right out
Make sure y'all use y'all
and go
chain
into
of
just straight to
command.
cuffing the motherfucker.
Like, there's no reason all of us in this room should be on radio and a cadet should be asking Stone, where do I get my car? You know what I mean? Like, use your chain of command. You can ask an officer. Officer will show you where to get your car and whatnot if you don't know how to buy a car, things like that. There's no reason you should be going straight to Stone. Can I get a gun? Go ask a supervisor to check a gun. You know what I'm saying? Supervisors plus can do that. Use
Don't
your
be
chain of
shy. We
command.
all family.
Exactly.
Wait, so speaking on that, I have a question. Since I'm a solo cadet, I just got my solo cadet today. Do I need a supervisor to give me my gun, or can I just go in there and grab it myself?
So unless you're a supervisor, you cannot check out your own gun. You have to have a supervisor plus check out a gun, which is going to be a sergeant plus. Unless you've been given, like, I give you another scenario where that would be okay.
What about
Say
you
you're
die?
the only one on duty, you need a gun. If you took a picture of it with your phone and like texted it over to a higher up, and they logged it off for you, you know what I mean, in the armory logs and the emails, you'd be good.
Alright, because
But if you're
I
caught with a
didn't know
gun
that,
that's
and
got
I
a serial
grabbed
on that's not been logged, you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, I didn't know that, so I grabbed my own gun.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna
I-
do that as well, actually.
I did too. What about if what about if you die?
So if there's somebody here that's able to check one out for you, then get them to do that. If not, then you're able to check it out
Motherfucker
yourself.
not hear me?
But you know what I'm saying? Like you said, just take a picture of the serial number and what you checked out. Send that over to you know what I'm saying, a higher up so that they can get that logged off for you. Because like I said, if you're caught with a gun on you, the serial has not been logged in there, you're gonna be disciplined.
Right. As long as you did the due diligence and sending it over to get logged, you're good. If it comes
Like,
back
if
not
you send it
logged,
over-
like you did send it over, it comes back on the person you send it over to. You know?
So can I just pass the one that I have now?
Yeah, me too.
Give it to you and then just get
Right. Because what about is that the same process if you if you see the light, do you still?
If you see the light and you have to come to the armory and recoup your equipment, grab what you can with your rank. You know what I mean? And whatever you need.
Them niggas got parts, dog.
Go for your sergeants first. Tell them, hey, I need a pistol and whatnot. They'll check out your weapon and whatnot. If sergeant's not available, master sergeant, then lieutenant, captain.
Okay, copy that. Because I think if my search, because I think I probably done it like 3 times, but I wasn't where I needed to go and
Does
have
anyone
it
have
registered.
any questions about anything?
Is there anybody
Do we email regarding the serial number, or should we pass
Oh, I
something
got a
over?
question.
So just the supervisor. So any supervisor that you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you comfortable with a supervisor, like you friendly with it, a specific supervisor, you can send it over to them to get them logged. If not, then just any old supervisor will do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
If anything, just kind of post it in the emails, like and like in, for example, in like looking for FTO, bro. Just post it in there, and it can be deleted once it's been dealt with type shit.
No worries, boss. I'll sort that tonight, but 4 o'clock.
For sure.
But just make sure that you get in the serial number and how many bullets you took, whatever, logged, and sent to somebody or somewhere where it can be dealt with by somebody, so that you ain't gonna be disciplined. As long as you got that sent over and you can prove that you sent that over to somebody, then you're gonna be good.
All right, so
You
I'm
have
just
a
do that right
question
now.
over there, hand up.
Yes, sir. If a motherfucker go in the water, what do we do? Do we air him out or do we chase him?
You take them there if you get the lucky.
Just get they lucky and do what you gotta do. Don't, like I say, don't make no bad decisions because somebody else doing bad. You know.
10-4.
Because then nothing's gonna get done about it. So just grab the lucky and take it there.
So anybody else got anything?
Do you want me to just hand over the gun or send it over to you in the emails?
No, just send the. In fact, as a matter of fact, hold on.
I mean, to be honest with you, we all here right now. You could just
Yeah, so I mean,
should
should we just
use
hand
your
it
chain of
over?
command. You know what I'm saying? If there's a
Hold
sergeant,
on, you in your
start
pockets?
with them and
Oh yeah, here. I'm gonna
Get
just
out of
hand it
them.
over.
Get out
they
your
can
pockets.
get your guns logged off for y'all. You want to do it like that, Stone?
You said what?
So just
Yeah.
have them use their chain of
Yeah.
command. You know,
Yeah,
the
do you need ours
sergeants and
logged off as
everybody in
well?
here, they can come.
Yeah, I think so.
They can get their guns
Yeah,
logged
you
off
know.
and checked off in the armory logs. You know.
Yeah,
Where's
for
your
sure.
mom?
Yeah. So if you have a gun that hasn't been checked off, get
Where's
with
your
a
mom?
supervisor.
Uh,
Supervisors, make sure y'all do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Should be it.
If this is done, yeah, I'm gonna step outside by the armory. So the supervisor can come help me out. That'll be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, give me a second. Yeah.
Right, Diego, I'm just gonna go to the army
And
box.
dismissed.
and,
Appreciate all
If you
everybody.
need
You know what I'm saying?
if you need to
Cheers,
get a
boss.
weapon checked off, go to the armory and meet the supervisors there. Supervisors go to the
Cool,
armory
cool.
and help them get their weapons checked off.
Appreciate
Cheers,
y'all
thank you.
pulling out today. You know what I'm
For sure,
saying?
for sure.
No worries, boss. Right, Diego, I'll see you.
Have a good rest of your patrol, everybody.
Boss, I posted it in the FTO.
Yeah, nigga, that was shit.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, just go to the armory since we here right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's if you can't get a hold of nobody, then do
Yeah.
that. Like a last resort type shit. Yeah.
Copy that.
I'm hitting the stairs.
What I'm telling you.
Oh, no,
wait,
yeah,
the supervisor, put your hands up, please, so I can see who you are.
Yo, relax, bro.
Oh, Mr.
Supervisor,
What's up, man?
sergeant.
Everybody got a gun to check in, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah, I do.
Yo. Damn, everybody?
Everybody, bro. Everybody's seen.
Hey, no one knew this one.
And damn. I mean, I'm gonna just ask since there's only of us. Can
Or
we just
should
ask
we
them
just
to
take
just send it
pictures
over?
of our own and then just send it across? Is that gonna be?
Or we could do that. I mean,
No, because there's only corporals here, bro. There's no sergeants, bro. You know, think about everyone else in a blue t-shirt and wearing great, khaki. So, you know.
Hey, where's Dexter?
Well, he want to skip class in the back, buddy.
Oh, I feel like you have to, alright?
Oh, nah. He want to skip class in the dressing room, buddy.
He want everybody. You say everybody in the dressing room? Come on, man. No circle jerking in here, fellas.
You gonna get jumped, but he's skipping class.
He's skipping class? Oh,
He's skipping class, bud.
Jump.
Ah, shit.
What the hell we got going on, bro?
He's ass.
Yeah, you getting a strike. Oh, yeah, strike him, so it's not me, bro.
All right, so fine.
I know he's.
All right, so no, we ain't supposed to meet. Come on, man.
Ham.
Alright,
Piece of
everyone
ham.
line the fuck up. I got
Crazy
you.
ham.
What do you want, man?
Amsterdam.
I'm about to put a bullet in your
Where?
head.
Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Yeah.
You got it on you, right?
You won't.
We got them brownies, nigga. It's a rat.
You gotta flip your hair to do that, bud.
Yeah. You know how
Hey, get your hands on my pocket, nigga.
Solo could that though.
Hey, what's the line for?
Yeah, what the fuck is this shit?
Registration.
What's your name?
Big cadet, not the little one.
Please out my locker, please.
You're good. You're good.
What you mean, man? You still wearing that?
Let's get me in line,
bonus
bro.
on that.
The fuck?
Next.
Let's get me in line.
Alright.
Next.
Here you are.
I'm not doing this shit.
This nigga Montana, bro. Oh my god.
That shit,
where you at?
this shit comedy.